Hey my friends, welcome back to a new videos. Today we're celebrating the Earth Day. I have a very special message for you. I want to show you how much you're actually connected with Mother Gaia, planet Earth, and also the cosmos, the source, the creator. How to notice this connection and how to recognize that actually you're quite in tune with it, and every time you are in tune with it, you experience a certain sense of a guidance. I want to share with you some very interesting information today. But before we start, I will read something I wrote down today that we'll also use as a subject for today's message. I wrote down that when you shift your attention from the material world to the realm of feelings and attitudes, you begin to realize what influences events in your material world. Moving towards a state of freedom and gratitude detaches you from the need to control or feel lack, opening you up to the infinite possibilities contained within the non-local field of infinite intelligence. So this is very powerful, and I will explain everything. So what scientists have discovered when they've been measuring the electromagnetic fields of the planet Earth, they've noticed that the frequency window of the planet Earth is usually between the 0.1 to 0.2 hertz. And it's very interesting because when your heart is coherent, your heart has a 0.1 hertz as well. But also the frequency of human cardiovascular system is in the 0.1 hertz, but also the frequency that is used by a variety of animals and even individual cells is on 0.1 hertz, because nature is in tune with the rhythm of our planet. And you are the most in tune with it when you're the most relaxed, when you're the most stress-free. But what's also interesting is that when you get in tune, when you relax, when you experience what scientists call heart coherence, also your brain goes into a coherent state. So your heart sends a signal to your brain that you're safe, and then the whole parts of the brain start talking with each other, and there becomes a whole harmony between neurons in the brain, and suddenly you experience a goosebump sensation, and suddenly you experience downloads, and suddenly you experience spontaneous realizations, and suddenly you feel clear, you feel grounded, you feel quite alert and present, and suddenly you feel like one with everything. So this electromagnetic frequency of the planet Earth is also called the Schumann resonance. It's like a heartbeat of Mother Gaia. And what we're experiencing right now, as many of you are feeling the shifts, the energy shifts, as more of this cosmic energy is coming towards the Earth, affecting the core of the Earth, so it starts spinning faster. As maybe you've heard about this before, it affects the whole electromagnetic field of the planet Earth. We experience like a change. It's like your heartbeat would start sometimes beating faster out of nowhere, and sometimes you would just experience downloads or triggers or irritation out of nowhere because like your natural rhythm is changing. It's due to all this new energy that's coming in, and it is creating quite out of balance sensation. It's a process of upgrading. Many ancient civilizations were talking about this time we're in right now. Like Native Americans had this prophecy. They said that we're shifting from the fourth earth into the fifth world, or fourth world into the fifth world. And every time these big shifts are happening, there's a shake. They said there's a shake on the world, and the shake was often described as a huge change in climate, huge change in political systems, huge change in the consciousness, and so on. And as we are right now in this big change, many people who are waking up and noticing the importance of self-regulation. So you learn to relax your body, you learn to relax your system here and there. You experience a certain type of a guidance. And this guidance is not often something usual and beautiful. It's often something scary, like something that you feel encouraged to do. And what I want to remind you with that is that when you experience this guidance, it's like the universe has chosen you because you have the right capacities, you have the right knowledge, the right skills, the right talents to make it happen. When you don't do anything about it, it will choose someone else. But it has chosen you because with a collaboration through you, working through you, you can make a difference on this planet. You can make a change. You can become a change. So that's why, as I said at the beginning, when you shift your attention from the material world to the realm of feelings and attitudes, you begin to realize what influences events in your material world. It basically means, on the energy level, it's firstly energy, then it's matter. It's also what Albert Einstein has discovered with his famous formula E equals mc squared, where he noticed that there is no matter actually, everything is energy. But when energy slows down its frequency, it becomes matter. But if you take this matter and start moving it with the speed of light, it will disappear. It will become a pure potential once again. So what scientists have discovered is that it's firstly energy, it's firstly an energy field, and then energy field gives birth to matter. They've noticed it when they've started measuring energy fields of human beings. They've noticed that certain people that have a certain disease in their bodies have a noticeable pattern in their energy field. But then what was interesting, they've noticed that certain healthy people that have that similar pattern as those people with a certain type of disease in their energy fields, later in life have developed that same disease. So what they've noticed is that in the energy field, there's already visible potential of in what it will manifest. But it doesn't describe a destiny of someone's life. It describes a potential. But what's beautiful, our attitude, our feelings, our thoughts are deeply influencing the field. There's so much science around it. There's a very great book, Mind to Matter by Dawson Church, where you can read so much about this scientific connection between your mind and how you're influencing your life around you. And it just explains, when you become more conscious around how you choose to live your life, like how you choose to wake up in the morning, what kind of behaviors you want to change, what kind of attitude you want to embody, what kind of feelings you want to feel more frequently, getting into this heart-brain coherent state more often, you start influencing the field around you in a very meaningful way. And then if you start using intentions, you start installing new information. And when you use the power of your imagination, visualizing your future, using your feelings like it's already here, you influence the field around you. And that field then communicates with everything. They call it in science, in quantum physics, they call it non-local field or non-local mind. So you're a local mind in a non-local mind. So you're like defined you in an undefined you, conditioned you in an unconditional self, right? So unconditional self is like creator, God's mind, and you are a certain type of like what you've conditioned yourself to become. Your identity is a product of different programmings. And when you decide to change them, you decide to influence the world around you. So why I'm talking about this today? Well, because as we are celebrating the Earth Day, you can actually choose to influence the field of the planet Earth around you. And I want to share a quick video here by Dr. Joe Dispenza, where this year he's been doing the walks for the world, and just check it out. It's very, very beautiful and powerful.
I think we should give a big thank you for all of the people around the world who participated in the Walk for the World. In an attempt to change or alter global consciousness, and we want to start measuring the effects of our walks. It was a dream, an idea that turned into a reality, and I just have a really great team that can see the same vision and run through the steps. Over 140,000 people around the world that participated, and they estimate there were many more in addition to that. We had over 4,000 groups, and hopefully just stepping out and demonstrating the change we want to see in the world somehow provokes change in the world. So let's just acknowledge all the people that participated. There are hundreds and hundreds of people that sent me videos of where they are in the world and the group that they were walking with. It was pretty cool and pretty exciting to see. Never know where it could take us, but it's a start. Never know where it could take us, but it's a start. We had the prison in Mexico, the prison that we're working with. They all walked for change today in the world. The walk is for taking it into our daily lives, that we have to walk as it every single day of our life and to become it. So thank you all for participating the way you did. It was beautiful to see all of you.
So you've seen the effects of a change that you do inside of you, that you do in your life, the effects that you create by choice. You decide that you will not be a victim of your past anymore. You will be a creator of your future. And you will not do that just for you, like selfishly, like I want to make this for me. You start doing it for the collective. You start doing it for the family of nature, of others, brothers and sisters. You start doing it because you want to be a cause of something greater. You become a cause of something greater, and it starts with you. So it's just a reminder, like no one else can do it like you can do it. And as I said, when you move towards a state of freedom and gratitude, you detach from the need to control things in your life, people in your life, or feel lack of it. And you open up for the infinite possibilities. Of course, it doesn't mean that you just wait that something from this infinite realm will come to you. But you actually choose to do things differently in your life. You take a moment in your day and you maybe just sit down in quietness. You calm down your heart. You tell yourself that you're safe. You tell yourself that you're loved, that you don't need to change for anyone because you're already perfect, and you find this state within you that is divinely perfect. And then from this state, you start thinking how great your life could be if you would embody it, if you would live by it, if you would be led by it, if you would lead from it. What would change if you would make some life goals out of this state? If you would think about your talents from this state of being whole, of being free, of being fulfilled, would you still think about what is lacking, or would you think about what can you produce, what can you create, what can you give, what can you help, how much can you love? And when you think from this state, you think from the heart, right? And that is a powerful shift. That's why we say that we're in the age where we start to live from the heart. We're getting into the age where we start to live from the heart, which means you become quite selfless. But it's not, an intellectual process. It's not like today I will be selfless. You experience this feeling of what it means to be selfless, what it means to be united, what it means to be whole, fulfilled. If you can't experience it, you practice it, you keep practicing it. Like, a very helpful practice is if you just sit down and slow down your breathing, like at least 6 seconds in, 6 seconds out. And then for some moments, just place your attention into the space within your body. Just notice the space, like the space between your eyes, the space between your ears, the space behind your breastbone, the space inside your legs and arms. And then place your attention into your heart. And think about someone that loves you unconditionally. It doesn't matter. It can be an angel, it can be a being of light, it can be your mentor, it can be your partner, it can be your dog. And just think about someone that loves you unconditionally and experience this unconditional love, and then try to expand it. And then just be in this state and start thinking from this state how life would be if you would live in this, if you would make goals from this, if you would make plans from this state. And then when you get back into your body, then think about what the real change truly is. It's not just improving yourself. It's doing things that will improve you. It's not thinking, I have to improve myself. It's living from the heart that will improve you. It's changing your behaviors that will fulfill you. Doing more things that will fulfill you. Doing more things that will make you whole, like you feel deep inside, now you embody it in your life. So this is a great way to celebrate this planet, to celebrate this life, to notice as everything in nature is giving unconditionally. Can you be a part of this process as well? Just for a moment, think about it. Express some gratitude towards your surrounding and be in love with it. My friends, I hope you found great value in today's video. I'm sending you lots of love, blessings, and power. Till next time, one love. Hey my friend, I hope you found great value in today's message. And I want to invite you into our freshly created and opened store, AttractPassion.com, where you can find all of my art. So if you found my art inspiring, you can get a copy of it. You can also get some of my original paintings. So go and check it out. You can use the code PASSION15 and you will get 15 off on your first order. I'm also offering one-on-one coaching. So if you feel like you would like to deepen your journey a little bit and you're kinda aligned with my work, you can go and check out the link in the description of this video and book a session. So check it out, and thanks to everyone for joining our Patreon community, where you have access to community chat and some exclusive content, some guided workshops, and so much more. So check it out, and don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and if you found this video very valuable, share it with a friend. Thank you so much. Let's spread some inspiration, some good energy, and see you in the next one. Much love.